evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of You, Me, and He. I am your host, Rob Lambert, and I'm joined by my co-host,
the one and only
Drew Carroll.
And this is Josh Frankenstein.
Oh, that was so good. Dang it. Beautiful. Well done, sir. Hey, welcome to the show, everybody. Episode 61. Glad to have you.
Like
as always.
Dunk. You just lobbied it up to me.
It was, dude. It was like an alley-oop, bro. It was like one of those good 90s NBA Jam alley-oops. It was so good. He's on fire. Welcome to the show. Make sure wherever you get your podcast, you subscribe, leave us a rating, all that good stuff. Tell a friend about the show. Check us out on Patreon. You know the drill, suckers. Guys, last week we went, speaking of basketball, we went hardcore in the paint. I believe that's a basketball term. We took it straight to the got hole.
Hang on. Stop with all of this.
Did you just say we took it hardcore in the taint? Did you?
No. I said we took it hard into the paint.
Oh, paint. Okay, gotcha.
And then I said we drove it home hard into the got hole.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Yeah, it's not really working out the way I envisioned in my head. It's not really playing
the Patreon.
out,
We discussed just stopping and not recording for tonight. I'm really starting to double think that one.
Yeah. My bad, guys. My bad. No, last week we went hard on Game of Thrones, and tonight we will talk a little bit of the newest episode of Game of Thrones. I think we save it towards the end. How do you guys feel about that?
That sounds good with me.
Sure.
Okay. I can see the love in your eyes. So we will definitely talk about the newest episode because it was a doozy. But before we do, guys, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Did you hear about this lady who is down for joining the CIA? Did you hear about this?
No.
Nope.
So it makes me wonder what the CIA recruiting tactics are truly like. So the headline, this was published 5 hours ago, and it was published by NBCWashington.com. So this is a legit article. This happened. And the headline reads this: Woman arrested after trespassing at CIA 3 days in a row, asking for Agent Penis.
What?
Wrong building.
So it says, police have filed a criminal complaint against a woman after she allegedly trespassed on CIA headquarters 4 times since April 22nd, once asking to speak with Agent Penis.
By the way,
woman-
is this Longley, Virginia? Longley?
Ma'am, it's pronounced Langley. That's what I said. Says the woman, 58-year-old Jennifer G. Hernandez, attempted to enter the agency 3 days in a row on May 1st,
Yeah,
May
she
2nd,
did.
and May 3rd. Oh, baby. On April 22nd, case files allege that Hernandez walked into the CIA headquarters through the main vehicle entrance. She was stopped by a police officer, and she said that she had applied for employment at the agency and that her recruiter told her to come to the complex. So this lady's claiming she's been recruited, and she's just showing up because the recruiter asked her to come on down.
Did she say it Bob Barker style?
So it says, once the police determined that she had no official business with the CIA, they told her that she could be charged with trespassing and told her to leave, and she did. So then she came back on May 1st in a Lyft, by the way. She didn't get an Uber. She got a Lyft. And again, she said she was trying to see her recruiter. The officer issued her a written warning and turned her away. May 2nd, she came back in an Uber this time, so she's changing it up. The CIA officer alleged that she stated that she wanted to speak to her recruiter and that she knew that she needed to come here because her phone was off. They interviewed her and told her to leave. So then the very last time, she shows up asking for her North Carolina ID card, which officers had unintentionally kept in storage. She also asked to speak.
Sure. Unintentional. My bad.
At this point, she also asked to speak to Agent penis.
From Longley, Virginia.
So after being provided her ID card, they told her, or she said that she would leave by bus. So they got her a bus, and when it arrived, she said, "Did you really think I'm going to leave?" After declining to board the bus, she was detained, charged with a Class B misdemeanor, and is currently being held in Alexandria City Jail. Guys, my question is, what if this lady is a legit CIA recruit? And part of the job is just being able to get into headquarters.
That would
By
be-
any means necessary.
That's like an awesome first test.
Dude, was this Men in Black?
You're hired. See you on Monday. Maybe.
And and when you come, ask to talk to Agent Penis. They'll know what to
I don't
do.
know what it means. So this is the process. Interesting.
Man. So, do you think maybe she stood a chance and then she asked to talk to Agent Penis? Or do you think asking to speak with Agent Penis was the equivalent of like trying to slip a $5 bill and like, maybe my friend Lincoln can be of assistance to get into the CIA?
No. Would you take 3 Washingtons?
No. How about I let you speak to Agent Penis?
Bong, chicka, bong.
Ma'am, I'm going to have to ask you to take a seat, ma'am.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, speaking of taking a seat, fellas, I totally forgot. Did you guys hear that Chris Hansen has launched his own YouTube channel?
No. Enlighten us.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, wait, you just
And
did.
He's back, and he's back with a vengeance.
So what's he doing?
Yeah, Chris Hansen has... So he has officially launched Hansen versus Predator.
So
the
he's
YouTube
using it.
channel.
He's gone from TV to using a free site that kids use.
Yes. He's trying to reach out to
And
a new
there's, like-
generation.
No, dude, he can't work with anyone else anymore.
There are legit like videos of him like being like, "Hello YouTube, this is Chris Hansen. I'm so excited about my new YouTube channel, Hansen versus Predators."
Was he filming it in his cardboard box outside of his wife's house?
Cardboard mansion, bro.
Oh, in one of his videos,
Not anymore. He got evicted,
one of his-
remember?
Cardboard mansion? You got evicted from a cardboard mansion?
Oh, well, maybe.
Probably.
Although I'm seeing here that in one of his videos, it looks like they teamed up with local law enforcement and Agent Penis.
Oh, man.
So, anyways, Hansen versus Predators. Check it out on YouTube. And if you need to get into the CIA,
dude.
if somebody claims to recruit you for the CIA and you just have to connect with Agent Penis, it's a
So
trap.
he's continuing Hansen versus Predator on YouTube.
Yes, on YouTube, the name of the channel, Hansen versus Predators. And it's like a collection of all of his classic work, is what he says, plus new investigations and stuff like that. And you remember when we were talking about him going bankrupt and there was talk about all the merch that he like sort of stole from a guy?
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's trying to sell it on YouTube.
He's like, got to
There's
pay the
coffee
merch
mugs
guy.
and t-shirts.
Yeah, dude.
For real.
Got to pay so much stuff. Do you ever think he's ever sitting there with the cops and he's just like sweating bullets? Like, what if they start investigating me?
How crazy would it be if he sets up a sting, but there's a sting within his sting set up to sting him? So he asks a guy to take a seat, and then the other guy's like, "Actually, Chris, I'm going to have to ask you to take a seat." And suddenly he's the one who hopes that he's free to go.
That's the kind of twist you would see in Game of Thrones, dude.
Oh, baby. Oh, yeah, he has 19,000 subscribers, so he's on his way, guys. So there you go.
It's okay.
He's doing okay.
So anyways.
We'll see how it goes.
I mean, he's
So
beating
anyways,
us.
Josh, So you're probably having a better week than Chris Hansen or this lady
Definitely
who tried to join the CIA. How are you doing?
Yeah, no, doing well. So, you know what's fun? Minor league baseball games. You want to know why they're fun? Anybody? Can anybody guess?
The hot dogs.
The in between innings activities.
Oh, dude. Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Did we get another taco chase?
Everybody loves the local heroes.
Yeah. So this was awesome. This most recent game I went to, AAA game that I went to, had fans from the stands down on the field doing a balloon popping activity, right? And it was really funny. It was a really short item, but it was hilarious because basically what had to happen was on one end, two teammates stood. On the other end, two teammates stood. It was probably a distance of 60 feet, right? And you had to grab a balloon, run to your partner, and then pop it with them, type of thing. And they had to pop it in three different ways. So if you got it popped, you ran back, you grabbed another balloon, you came back, you popped it. So here's where it gets interesting. The first pop, not so bad, right? I mean, you grab it and the guy's running and they do the entire just the chest bump pop, right? I mean, you fly, you just boom, pop, right? Take off running. Yeah. Take off running, okay? Goes back, grabs the balloon, comes running back again. This time you had to pop it with your backs facing each other. Okay, so you can't just run anymore. You're kind of positioning it, and then you have to pop the balloon. Gets it popped. As the guy's running back, the guy that's just standing there gets on the ground, is laying flat on the ground.
Oh no!
Just laying flat on the ground. And I'm like,
face up or face down?
Face up. And the guy comes running back with the balloon and places the balloon on the guy's chest.
That makes me uncomfortable.
Right? and then proceeds to kind of butt bomb.
Wait, butt bomb?
Yeah. The other guy?
So he's sitting on his chest?
Yeah.
It's like the good old Cleveland steamer.
Yeah.
The way you're saying yeah, the word yeah is coming out of your mouth, but there's an internal screaming behind it.
Yeah. There's much more to this than we're seeing.
Yeah. It was awkward. And
Did they win?
Yeah, they won.
But they ultimately lost.
Definitely, because the other team didn't even get that far. So
they could have done without it.
Yeah, they could have gone without it. So I'm sitting there thinking to myself, okay.
Are these positions that are brought up these are ones that you have to do?
Sure.
So there's a room full of people before this that are this is a great idea.
Pre-planned this? Yeah. It's kind of just one of those
excellent
awkward things. You think I'm going to go down to the ballpark. Nice, family-friendly, fun environment.
So you thought.
And then I was slowly introduced to a lot of things that make me uncomfortable.
Wait, so were both feet to one side of the body?
Explain.
If you have the guy laying down and then you have the other one butt bombing, is he bombing from one side of the guy's body or is he bombing from the middle?
Yeah, from the middle.
Okay. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
So this is a straddle situation.
This is a straddle situation, man.
Oh man,
It just really kind of awkward. It's that moment that you turn to the wife and you say, "Hey, I'm gonna go get a hot dog. I mean a hamburger."
Do you want one, babe? Yeah.
Oh, dude, that is uncomfortable.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Who would do that? I'd
apparently-
be like, you know what, guys, I'm sorry. We lose. Whatever gift it is, I'm sure I can afford it.
Yeah. It was just
whatever it is, I'm sure I could live without it, but I know I could live with myself if I did this.
Dude. No.
Super awkward, right?
Yeah.
Like, just not cool.
I'm just not the one to play the game in front of the entire stadium anyway.
Yeah.
None of them ever come out looking like champs.
No.
And they're not truly athletic games, so it's like even worse.
It just got me thinking, I was like, I feel like I could have a whole new segment from the times of April 1st all the way through October.
Dude, just about mascots or games?
Minor league, just minor league baseball. Like, I mean, I could go to a game once a week and come back with some sort of banter topic, or not a banter topic, but I mean, at least like a new segment, like tonight at the ballpark,
Dude, yeah,
or something.
It's not even about baseball.
It's not even a baseball. Yeah,
I'm just in a stadium, but I'm here for everything else.
I'm in the stadium. I paid for the seat, and all I'm doing is feeling uncomfortable. I'm here.
Anyway,
Butt bombing.
Yeah. No, butt bombing, butt balloon bombing.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah, it's super awkward. So I mean, it just kind of got me thinking, like, what is proper balloon popping etiquette? Definitely not that.
No, never that. Nothing
Involving two people
Yes, involving two people
and their bodies.
I guess feet. Maybe a high five and you crush it that way.
You're just trying to think of every way you can't touch someone.
Like a fist bump
Right now.
One person popping it and the other one 20 yards away is yelling encouragement.
looking the other way.
The other person on the other line of the phone.
Yeah. Barely pulling up to the baseball stadium.
Anyway, yeah, it was pretty funny.
That's interesting.
You know what's also really awesome about this time of year, right? I'm at the end of Little League season. Like, we're literally in the last week before playoffs start.
I like the quotation.
Yeah. Playoffs. So
It's legit. Why the quotes? It's legit playoffs.
That's
right,
what you
Josh?
tell them at minor league. Oh yeah, they're in the playoffs. No World Series, but okay.
Is that what you do? I imagine Josh standing in front of his team of little kids and be like, all right, guys, congratulations, we're in the playoffs.
All the parents.
Have fun.
That's what it feels like, man. Our youngest division of, like, it's made up of six, 7, maybe 2 8-year-olds. And I mean, there are 9 teams in this division. And like, you don't even keep score throughout the season.
And then there's playoffs.
And then there's playoffs.
Like, we're just going to draw names out of a hat.
Playoffs. No, by the way, that's exactly what happens. You draw for seeding.
Dude, really?
It happens this Thursday night.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
you
so
draw
like-
for seeding.
Oh,
Yeah.
excellent.
But what I was getting at is, you can always tell it's the end of the season when you're in the middle of your last couple of games, last few games, and you have 12 kids standing out on that field, and not a single one of them is staring at the batter. They're either all turning cartwheels, spinning around,
Kicking sand.
playing in the dirt, pulling grass, or any combination of all of them at one time. Like, I mean, literally, dude, I had 5 kids at one time on the field tonight, literally doing the floss at the same time. Not
Were you
even
guys winning,
watching
though?
anything that's going on, just flossing out there. That's it. Like, just floss. One kid, my daughter, actually did like some sort of like jazz hands move where she was like watching the batting cages, which is like completely opposite from the batter, and she's just like flailing her hands, like just bouncing up and down and flailing her hands. And I'm just like,
Dang it! I wish people could see what you just did right now.
it's
so good.
it's one of those things that just makes you go like, what the hell is going on out here? It's,
Dude, why do they make those seasons so long? And why do they make those games so long?
Dude, games are so long. Hour and 20 minutes for 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old. Way too long of a game.
They
okay?
don't care
Hour and
for
20
more
minutes,
than
yeah.
20 minutes.
It's way too long. Season's too long. Here's what happens. This is our final week of regular season games. Then we're off for 2 weeks because we had to make time for the local fair that will be in town next week.
For sure.
And then what's the weekend after? Memorial Day weekend is the weekend after that, I believe.
Do you guys only play on the weekends?
No, we play in the middle of the week. So they were trying to avoid impacting people's schedules. My upper division, AA, the one that my son is on, our tournament, which by the way, it's only 4 teams. Our playoffs will be played all day on Saturday the 25th. Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, baby.
Makes sense.
Can somebody help me with this one? We were trying to avoid impacting people's schedules.
I can't. Dude. Talk to the board.
Hey, at least you're going to have time for that good Madera County Fair, right?
Oh, yeah. You know
I'm going for the cinnamon roll. And
You gonna ride
deep
that
fried
Gravitron?
everything.
Corn dogs, dude.
Deep fried everything.
Corn dogs.
Dude, deep fried ice cream, deep fried Oreos, deep fried all of it.
Deep fried.
So
deep
you've
fried.
been saving up a year's worth of not eating crap just so you can go to the fair.
Yeah, dude.
This is basically what
I'll
you're
be
saying.
a blob. Funnel cake? Yeah, I'll take 10. Churros, all of them.
I want the
Are
stand.
you gonna ride
You have a
that? You gonna ride that Gravitron?
No.
You gonna ride that Ring of Fire?
If it can be put together in a day by meth addicts, I'm not riding it. It's a long day, and they have
There's
the
a joke
drugs
in there.
to keep them going. But
There's a joke in there somewhere about Wall Street, but I'm not going to.
or Congress, name it, dude.
Yeah, dude. Any kind of legislative anything that governs our life in some capacity.
Yeah, no, dude, it's just a big no-no. And then you have people puking in them all day, and they throw a bucket of water.
Oh,
I'm good, dude. No.
soapy water.
I don't even go away from the food anymore, dude. We go and we get our food, and then we kind of peek around, and we're like, no, okay.
Ooh, an inflatable axe.
Yeah.
And a Cinnabon. Yeah. At the same spot.
Yeah. I can get a spray painted T-shirt, one with the happy mask and one with the sad mask. I get my face painted like a juggalo.
You got to have the whole experience, dude.
Oh my God.
Cinnamon roll, check. My wife's name airbrushed on a baseball cap, check.
With a happy face and a sad face.
Juggalo, face
By the
paint,
way,
check.
that shirt is like 3 sizes too big, right?
Oh, yeah, dude. Most people probably aren't even wearing pants under it.
That's so good.
It's hilarious.
The only wholesome thing left of the fair is the barbecue.
They still have the animal auction
Yeah, they do.
and the tractor pulls.
Yeah.
But after that, it's pretty much all meth and clown faces.
And juggalos.
Juggalos.
Just a bunch of messing around.
That's what you should get airbrushed on the shirt.
Just
messing around.
Copyright, no one can take it.
That's right. By the way, that's going to have to be the title of the episode.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's done. Let me add that to the
Just messing around.
Dude, that should be our official podcast shirt.
Just
And then, yeah, dude, with the happy face and the smiley mask.
It's kind of like
That's our new artwork.
Remind me, those kind of look like the whole like inside the actor studio faces,
Yeah,
right?
the mask, dude.
Yeah, smile now, cry later. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I was picturing.
So dumb. Well, the sad thing is how many of those tattoos I see around, dude.
Oh gosh.
That's,
Some of the things people will permanently put on their arm, dude, or anything. Put on their anything. Just blows my mind. All right, well, that was my week.
sweet.
Drew?
Sweet. So speaking of just messing around, the city threw us a nice little treat this week. It's the curbside trash pickup week.
Oh, right.
AKA.
Explain that to our listeners.
So this is for all the tweakers that ride around. They get a Christmas twice a year.
By the way, before you go any further with the story, I'm just going to say I love this time of year too because I live in county. And this is the one time a year I can take all of my garbage and throw it down.
Oh my God.
The tables turn, but twice a year.
Just throw it in front of people's houses. Empty it right there on the street. It's fantastic. I love it.
So the city, twice a year, they allow you to throw certain items on the side of the curb. And then for 5 days, the city goes through with trucks. And I think they also work with the garbage companies in the area.
So, yeah.
And everyone can just throw their trash out there and the city will come by and pick it up. So I didn't know this was going on. They send it in the water bill. I stopped looking at my water bill because they send the little spotlight thing that tells you what's going on. Last one I read, I was getting a new tax, so I quit reading them because it pisses me off. So I almost missed the trash pickup day. And we saw some people on the corner starting to put stuff out. And this guy just kept on moving out, and he looked angry. So we thought maybe like he was getting kicked out or something, or somebody else was. Found out it was trash pickup day. Dude, yesterday, people started making rounds, and my quiet, well, not really quiet, most sort of quiet if I didn't live by tweakers. Dude, so much traffic. I'm talking quads. I'm talking a spotting car. Dude, a car spotting and then another truck coming and picking up stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, people on bicycles. Dude, it's been insane. All over town, dude. And it's
like Mad Max mixed with meth.
Except
they're just messing around.
Dude, if they worked this hard at anything normal, they would do fine.
They could afford to buy that thing, actually. A nicer version of it.
You could even still go pick it up if you're super frugal. You could still go get that thing. But, dude, you could have a life, you know? So, Elizabeth and I today, we didn't even... Normally, when we get home, we'll, like, turn the TV on while we're cooking dinner and, you know, just kind of have some background noise. Today, we didn't even do that, dude. We opened up our blinds and we watched people dig through garbage for fun.
Oh, my God.
Dude, absolutely insane. I saw this lady. There was a couch across the street. And she rolled up on a bicycle, dude, and started popping off all of the wood framing.
What?
And only took the wood framing.
She's all,
wow.
She's like, we're finally going to get that crown molding we always been wanting.
40 minutes, Elizabeth and I sat in our archway of our front door and ate our dinner and watched this lady take this thing apart, dude. And what's crazy, dude, is the tweak. Okay, two things. One, where do people store all of this disgusting, grimy stuff, dude, that comes from inside their house? Like, when I drive around, I'm like, holy crap, where do you keep
Where
this?
was that?
Yeah, dude. Absolutely insane. Two, the tweakers across the street from us, dude, have a gigantic pile. And it's like the stuff that they picked up all year long.
It's all the stuff they got from last year.
Leftovers.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like it's like a citywide flea market for the tweakers, dude. Just like bartering. It's like, but all on the honor system, you know. Take some, give some.
Did you just say there's an honor system?
A what if scenario, you know?
It's like, take a couch, leave a couch.
Dude, it blows my mind, man. I don't understand it. So that's going to be my next 5 days, actually.
That'll be interesting. Reminds me of the time that Amy and I actually took all of our recycled cans to the recycling place here in town. And as they were weighing our cans, it was like this little gang of like 5 dudes that like came in hot on their bicycles. And we thought, oh, someone's going to make some money. They pulled up. They weighed like 7 cans each.
Dude, here's 33 cents.
seven cans each. I'm not even kidding. I mean, it was somewhere around there. And I mean, this recycling center is right by little Pioneer Market.
Yeah.
Like they all walk right inside, dude. They all come out with one brand new can each.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is capitalism.
I was like, wow.
Dude, it's so funny about that.
Did we just witness that? Did that just happen?
There's other recycling facilities in town, but that one provides like 2 cents more
Yeah.
per pound.
Yeah.
And so they will ride all the way out there
get
on
that
their
2
bicycle.
cents, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Or
To the
walk.
boonies, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It is so insane, man.
Hey, dude, with 7 cans, that's an extra 14 cents.
Yeah. Meth is a heck of a drug.
Oh, man.
So,
Yeah, good times, dude. It's always a fun
Dude,
day.
why is it that everything that we've talked about our town tonight was all about meth?
Because it's overtaking. It's overtaking.
That's the way it goes, fellas. That's the way it goes. All right. Hey, when we come back, guys, it's time for another Backyard Philosophy. Oh, baby.
Woo-hoo.
We'll be right back.
Come join me in my backyard. This is Backyard Philosophies with Drew Carroll. Hoo-doo.
All right, so Drew, you've always provided a certain level of wisdom,
Okay.
to not just myself and Rob, but to our audience.
Absolutely.
And so I had a question that I thought maybe you could answer and give us some insight on. And I was just curious, in your opinion, what is the proper etiquette of underwear changing while camping?
oh.
I believe there's 2 answers to that one.
This is going to be a winner because I did not expect 2 answers.
One being
There's options. It's always good to have options.
one being you're camping, none needed.
Wait. None needed as in why are you wearing underwear or why are you changing your underwear?
No, you don't need to wear underwear. You're camping.
So then that would just ask a second question. How often should you change your pants?
Pants?
What kind of camping do you do?
What kind of,
He went with the frat boys.
you don't start naked, but you end naked.
The locker
okay,
room
guys.
pals. The locker room pals. went-
It's okay, guys. We're just messing around.
Okay.
Second, you bring a backup for each day.
For each day.
So the one you're wearing plus 1.
So N plus 1. That's always always the calculation when camping.
Absolutely. You'd never want to be without. If you're going up there counting on underwear, you don't want to be out of underwear when you get there.
So if I'm going for 3 days, I should take 6 pairs?
Dude, it's so light. It will do. I don't care how far you're backpacking. That will not weigh you down at all. It's worth the risk.
So if we're talking in context of backpacking, you literally wear the clothes that you have on, and your backpack is full
Underwear.
of underwear and socks.
Correct.
Got it. So the next time I pack my backpack for backpacking, I plan on wearing the clothes I'm wearing, pack it full of underwear,
Yep.
N plus 1, right?
Plus 1.
So each day plus 1, X plus 1.
And then socks.
So this
Socks.
turns...
Socks
Same-
plus 1, not a pair, but plus 1
Plus 1 pair.
in case you have to wipe.
2X plus 1.
Yes.
This is like some sort of like infinity box backpack that has
It's like a clown car of underwear.
like an exponential amount of underwear in it. Like how much underwear is in there? As much as you need.
It's like the the guy that goes camping all the time. You ask him what he takes with him. He was like, Whiskey.
Underwear.
So whiskey, underwear, maybe a stove, a small little stove, an entire handle of whiskey, and more underwear.
More underwear. You never know. You never know.
Why do I feel like I've got Patches O'Houlihan over here saying underwear, socks, stove, whiskey, underwear?
Oh, that's so good. That was an excellent dodgeball joke. Oh my gosh. I never thought I'd ever say that phrase in my life. All right.
Well, thank you for that knowledge, Drew.
Yeah.
I now know what to pack on my voyage.
Or not pack.
Even better.
Awesome.
All right. So why don't we talk a little bit about? I'm having a little bit of a predicament here, guys. I want to talk Game of Thrones reactions, but should we first talk about what we've learned, or should we do Game of Thrones and then talk about what we've learned?
Let's
what does your heart tell you?
do what we've learned first, and then anyone who hasn't seen Game of Thrones, they can call at the end of the show.
That's why you're the backyard man.
That's probably what we should
That's
have
a weird
always
name to give you. I'm sorry.
Hey guys, just let you know, fast forward 12 to 15 minutes. Yeah, it was the whole show.
Pretty much.
That one should have been called spoiler.
Yeah. That's what happens when you don't plan well.
All right, let's take it to what we've learned then. Number one, I think that we've learned that in movies we always see these guys who are trying to like recruit you for some secret society or the CIA, and they come up and they're like, "The tea in Nepal is hot," and then you have to like give them a phrase back. I think the phrase you always say is, "I'd like to speak to Agent Penis," and that's just that's what we've learned. That's what we've learned. So if anybody tells you the tea in Nepal is hot, you just say Agent Penis. There you go. Number two, I think the thing that I want to see now is, remember in all the old cartoons when somebody would go skydiving and they'd pull the ripcord and then pots and pans would fly out?
Yes, or an
just
anvil.
once. I just want it to be tons of underwear. Just underwear and underwear and underwear.
That was good.
And number three, we want to invite you guys to tune into our newest podcast called Just Mething Around. And, that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna meth around. Anyways.
It's a podcast where we do meth and then we see what we talk about.
Yeah.
Might do the show really fast, by the way.
For some reason, we start recording and then we just leave and go dig through garbage. It's just 2 hours of silence followed by us showing up and turning the thing off. So you're gonna love it. Leave us a review. Okay. All right. If you are not interested in Game of Thrones, or you don't want those Game of Thrones spoilers, then you be warned now. That is where we're going to go. But we invite you to join us on the journey if you have listened.
If you're not interested in
come.
Game of Thrones, boo.
Says the non-Marvel fan.
Two completely different things.
So you have been warned. Here we go. Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. And we're in. So, fellas.
What if Game of Thrones ends with the Marvel guys showing up in Westeros?
Thor just takes everybody out. Hulk smash.
No one rules. We're here for democracy.
Okay, what if the final episode, the Mountain takes his helmet off, and it's the Hulk? And you're
Or
like,
Thanos, and you're like, holy crap, he's going to cry.
So, dude, so talk to me about this newest episode.
Dude, I
this
was so
episode
pissed.
5, right?
So pissed.
It was
about
episode
this
4 or
episode.
5?
This is number 4.
Number 4.
Yeah, for season 8, it's number 4. I was completely pissed off about this episode. This episode was tainted. Did anyone else see
The Starbucks
cup?
Come on, dude. Things happen. You're gonna have a miss here and there.
I mean,
Editor will never work in the business again.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah, I don't know how you missed that one, dude. Like, that's a pretty.
I was so angry. I was so angry.
Pretty
I mean,
glaring.
it tarnished the entire episode.
I didn't
for me.
even know it until it showed up online. If it wasn't for the internet, I never would have seen it.
It just, you know, I started thinking like these are characters that I've really connected with, and they drink Starbucks. I mean,
Of course. Have you seen the way that Jon Snow dresses in real life?
no.
It's terrible. Very UK.
I don't spend a lot of my time tracking the Hollywood stars from Game of Thrones. So,
Did you say very UK?
Very UK. Like,
I'm just imagining him dressed as like Austin Powers or wearing a top hat and a monocle. Like, what does it even mean?
no, I'm talking like the jeans that don't reach the ankles, and then you wear colored socks under that. Who does that crap, dude?
Whoa. Colored socks, bro? That's racist.
You know what I'm talking about. Like the blue ones with the green dots. Why would you wear that?
because it's hipster.
No, not a good enough reason.
So is it possible that it wasn't a mistake, but that it was just like they knew it would go viral marketing for Starbucks?
Totally.
Like the biggest television show possibly in history.
Careful. You're treading into my conspiracy corner, bro.
Yeah, I apologize. So it was
Starbucks was funding Game of Thrones.
Okay, so some people that I've talked to felt like this episode was like kind of drug a little bit and it took a while to get going, but what was your thoughts? Because this for me was like probably the perfect blend. This is the kind of episode I like. I like where there's a ton of dialogue, there's a ton of intrigue, political stuff going on, and then suddenly like crap hits the fan. You know, it's not just like the big battle. There's a lot of character development, a lot of like twisting, turning, something crazy could happen any moment, and then it goes down and a dragon dies.
You know what? I saw a lot of complaints online about this episode, and everyone's talking about how bad the writing is and blah, blah, blah. Now, dude, I think it's just as good. I think it's everything that you want in Game of Thrones. You know? You never know what's going to happen.
I love it.
Dude, when Euron popped out, I was like, holy crap. Had no idea. I thought they were just going to end with her at Dragonstone, and they were just going to be chilling until next episode.
Yeah. You know, when I was watching it, right after we were done watching it, my wife and I kind of discussed the episode a little bit, and we both kind of said it felt a little anticlimactic for the episode. But as I've had time to let it stew or rest, steep, that works too. Stew, steep, rest. I actually kind of like it because I felt like it got back to the roots of the very beginning. Like you can feel the tension building and rising right now between Jon, Daenerys. You got Tyrion talking to Baldy. I forget what his name is. The eunuch.
Varys.
Yeah, Varys. And everyone's trying to discuss, what things could or should look like.
It's all
dude,
different.
they're all And then to watch Jamie like just do this 180, like you're kind of like rooting for his character over the last few seasons, and you think he finally finds happiness, and then he just rides off and leaves everything behind
After he takes a guy's virginity.
Yeah, it's just so sad.
I was going to say, speaking of Jamie doing stuff, how about Jamie and
Sir Brian?
Dude. Either way, Jamie's the woman of the house. I figured out that he's just a guy that likes to be controlled.
Yeah, because he was that for Cersei too.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jamie, for a second, can we just talk about how I never noticed until this episode how big his golden hand is?
Dude, it's huge, man.
It's so big.
It's huge. It's like someone really missed the measurements on that, but I could totally see him saying like, make it bigger. A little bigger. A little bigger. Wait. It's getting a little heavy.
He's just got a ripped left or right hand, dude, and the left arm's just tiny.
So we also saw Gendry, okay, gets promoted to the Lord of
Storm's End.
Storm's End.
That was a
okay,
political
that was
move.
pretty crazy. Oh, indeed. But then he proposes to Arya, and she says no.
Yeah.
What's the deal, dude?
She's on a
She's
mission.
also into dudes. I mean, what?
Yeah, of course she's into
No, I meant
dudes.
not into dudes. Sorry. Whoops. Little slip there.
Like a Freudian slip
Yeah,
in the right direction.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I got to rethink that one.
So I just want to say someone was into dudes.
Dang it, wrong time. Wrong time.
Yeah, dude, she still has to kill. She has too many people she wants to kill still.
She can't settle down. She can't put any roots down and start a family. She's got to end too many families.
Dude,
first.
you could never trust her anyway. She could always show up with somebody else's face.
Or
yours.
Oh, that would be weird.
Yeah. Now she's the Lord of Winterfell.
if you're not into that sort of thing.
Yeah, dude. I think that was probably the best thing that ever happened to him was her saying no. He would have wound up dead for sure.
Yeah.
He doesn't know it yet, but
Yeah, dude. Your heart's broken now, but you're going to hear about her husbands later.
You're never going to win an argument with her. It's too scary.
Yeah, dude.
she has Black Widow written all over
Dude,
her.
and she just stares and asks questions, and she can tell when you're lying. Dude, yeah. She's bad news.
So speaking of Arya, dude, she rides off with the Hound.
Yeah.
What do you think's next for them? Does adventure await? Are they falling in love? What's happening here?
I figured that was the end of their story.
Dude, that would be so weird and hilarious if they did.
Hilarious.
They fell in love. The Hound and Arya.
I think it would just be weird.
Of course it would be weird.
Oh, so you're talking like that kind of nervous type of funny.
Oh, for sure. Like, oh, I don't think we should watch this. There's the line, huh? There's the line that Game of
Just a
Thrones
little
hits.
bit. I don't know what to expect from that, dude. They looked like they were riding off into the sunset, going after nothing. Like,
Well,
there's just-
no, they're both going to King's Landing.
Well, yeah,
and
of course.
Arya's going to kill Cersei, and the Hound is going to kill the Mountain.
I don't think so. I don't think she.
I
kills
know
Cersei.
that's what they're
Yeah.
going to do.
Oh, that's what they're just heading for.
Yeah.
So we also saw another dragon fall.
Yep.
We're down to
Right.
one dragon.
I thought it was going to
Down to one
happen
dragon.
last episode because I knew there was no way she was going to be able to keep two. She had to lose another
Yeah.
one.
And probably one of the most hardcore moments, dude. Missandei she bites the bullet.
I would have probably strived a little bit further for the last words.
Not really a bullet. Pretty sure she tasted metal though.
What do you think? What do you think, Grey Worm? Does he just go freaking nuts now? Like, is he?
He's gonna die next episode.
Does anybody else think that his name's a little ironic? Grey Worm.
No worm.
I made that joke last week. Take it easy, guys.
I just figured we should discuss it again. I've had a whole week to think about it. Like, it's ironic.
I didn't know you made that joke.
Yeah, I did. And then I think finally the big question: do you think Cersei's really pregnant? Do you really think she is with child, or is she
Just using that to manipulate.
Yeah. What do you think?
She is the best at playing the game. I'll give her that. I don't like her, but she's the most manipulative one in the show.
Okay.
So maybe not, but maybe. Who knows?
My answer to that question is I don't care.
What if it's what if it's dragons?
What if she gives birth to a live dragon?
Boom.
Okay, then that's interesting. considering her last name is not Targaryen, I just find it highly unlikely.
But it's Game of Thrones. Anything's possible.
Yeah. Dude, did you see on Reddit the people who are all disappointed that the White Walkers were killed off last week?
Dude,
There was this like photo on Reddit of the White Walker King sitting on the throne, and everybody, all the main characters from GOT,
with blue eyes.
Yeah, surrounded by him with blue eyes, and it said the ending we all deserved. And I was like, dude, come on.
that's what you would want for the ending?
yeah,
That's not.
come
He's not
on.
part of the Game of Thrones.
No, not at all. But
gotta admit,
that's
though,
why they like it.
That kind of would have been cool, though. I mean, come on.
Dude,
I mean, come on,
I'm not mad about
that'd
how
be
it's
cool.
gone.
I'm not mad.
No,
I-
I think that the Night King was just a bump in the road of what was really happening.
Yeah, yeah. I think they're gonna be able to do us one better, dude. Like, no. The white, no.
Well, all I have to say is my hypothesis of Tyrion and Jaime and Cersei all ending up in a room together is one step closer, dude. Jaime's on his way. Tyrion's already there. There's a chance it's going to happen. So,
What's gonna happen?
going all in on
room?
Jaime.
What if they form an alliance again?
The Lannisters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wouldn't be unheard of. What's gonna
All right.
happen in that room, Rob?
Tell us.
What's gonna
I'm
happen
going-
in that room?
I'm going all in on Jaime,
Jaime
and
kills
he's
Tyrion.
going all in on
On his sister.
on the Iron Throne. What? Oh no, dude! What? No. All right. So next week, dude, things are going to go down. So any final thoughts? Any predictions as we look at episode 5 coming up?
I think Jon
What do you
Snow's going to finally roll in and save the day when he's been the one getting saved.
Okay.
No, I feel like that's too happy of an ending for this show, dude.
That's not the ending. That's only one
Oh,
episode.
just what's gonna happen next week?
Yeah.
Is what you're saying? I don't know, dude. I don't know what to expect anymore. I'm tired of making predictions.
They never come true.
They never come true.
That's what I love about it, dude, is I can't guess it. Actually, no one can now since they haven't even written the books this far.
That's true. That's a very good point.
I think I think there's going to be trouble in paradise, dude. I think Jon Snow's going to roll up and
What's a turtle in paradise have to do with anything?
Trouble.
Oh, trouble.
That was a little
trouble.
that was a Bachelor reference.
I think there's going to be a turtle in paradise, and dude, I just think Jon Snow's going to roll up. Daenerys is going to make some bad choices. I think something bad's going to go down, man.
I definitely get the sense that something bad is going to go down.
We're gonna see the Gold Company. It's not gonna go well for somebody.
Probably most everybody, actually.
What if it's a 3-way battle?
Oh, there's going to be a 3-way, if you know what I mean.
Jaime, Euron, and Varys.
No, dude, I'm at the Gold Company. What are you talking about? Anyways,
Goodness.
yeah. Hey, once
Obviously
again,
his sister. Jeez.
oh man. All right. Well, hey, on that note, thank you guys so much for listening. And until next time, I'm your host, Rob Lambert.
Drew Carroll.
The one, the only. And this is Josh Frankenstein.
Ciao.
I was going to say Dracarys, but good job.